this particular section of this code. Now last tutorial I was able to explain the reason why we set this to S and why we set this to that of O. So right now we're going to start with the to implement the condition, but let me run the script because we're going to make use of this table. Okay, let me close this terminal, open new one. So I'm going to use the table to explain a whole lot of things. Okay, so this is the table that we're having now. So I want to check if here is X, whether here is S, here is X, and that of here X. So I know that this is for post 1, this is for post 2, and this is for post 3. So what we're going to do is to check if to X and post 2 is equals to S, because I can see it's easier for us to implement that because we know that X is for that of player 1. So let's do that quickly. So as I said, it's going to be after this of board. So I can see if that of post 1, okay, sorry, later. If that one is equals to X and is equal to S. Look at what I'm using. I'm not trying to assign, and this is your comparator operation just to check whether if X, this example, X is equals to X. So don't mistake it with it, just common equals to. I can say post 3 is equals to this capital letter X. So if it's the same thing, that means let's go back down here. So if here is X, here is X, and here is X, so that means there's a winner. So that means the player 1 is the winner. That's what this particular condition does. So we can say print, let's say player 1, 1, because we know that if this is row 1, that the player 1 won. So we can also use the line break too to make it beautiful. And we can set to break the loop that we're breaking, because the loop that we are under, that is what we are breaking, and the loop that we are under is currently this whole huge of loop. In case if we're under this loop I will put break, it's going to break this while loop. But since this break is directly on beneath of this whole while loop, so it's going to break it down. Also, when the player 1 won a row, so we want to print the board out to let them that our player 1 won a row. So I can say print board. So it will print out the board. You know, when it's printed out the board, it's going to display your current win, and it's going to tell a particular row that I won. Let me put this. Let me make it more beautiful. Okay, so this should do it. Okay, I think we have done for that of row 1. So let's do for row 2. So it's basically going to be similar things. So I'm just going to copy, paste. Since it's 3 rows, so we're going to paste again. So we're going to change. We know that the second one is for post 4, post 5, and that of post 6. So here it's going to be post 4, post 5, that of post 6. But there's something that I want us to do. We need to change this to else if, because this in a situation whereby this is correct and one of this is correct. So it's still going to run 100%, but we want it to run anyone that is particularly correct. I've talked about this else if condition in one of my previous videos. Please just make sure to check it, so it shouldn't get confusing for you. So I'm going to change it to else if here too, else if. So it's going to run the one that is working, there's one that met the condition. So let's write this. Second one is, the third one is this of 7, 8, 9. It's going to be 7, 8, and here 9. So I know that this is row 2, and for this is that of row 3. I didn't do any magic here. It's just basically what is under here. That's what I use. This is our table, because know that this one is referring to that of post 1, which we will set explicitly at the beginning. Is for post 1. So we check whether post 1 here I've changed to X. So we're going to know player 1, 1. So let's say this is why I changed this, like I've explained. Let's say we're done checking for that of row. Here we're done checking for that of row. If row was won by that of player 1. Let's say if we don't set this to default. So we're going to check for rule again if player 1 is O, which is something really interesting. So we have to copy this again and then change this X to O. It will be really interesting. So with this, we're done for that of row. If we run this, we're going to run successful. Before we run that, let's end it with this of else. Okay, let's print. This else says that what this else does is just in case if none of these conditions were met, this else is going to run. So let me say, I can say player one didn't win anywhere. But this is not going to, we don't want this to be actually be printing out anytime there is no winner. So I just want to set this to pass. I just going to do pass because if there's no winner, we know there's no winner. So I don't see the need for telling us there's no winner again. So I think we are going to leave it like this. So let me run this code. Before that, let me close this terminal and run the code. So you can see here player 1 is S, another player 2 is X. Let's say I try my best to win here. So let's say player 1 has selected 1 and that of player 2, let's say selected 5, and player 1 has selected 2 and player 2 selected maybe 6, and player 1, I see opportunity here 3, then I play 3. You can see what happened. Player 1 won a row, and then our code stopped running. You can see how simple was that. This is for row 1. One of that, this is row 1. You can see player 1 won a row 1 and the code stopped running. You can see my code stopped running. I think yours should also do the same thing. So we're done for that of row. And next video, I'm going to do for that of column. So this should be it for the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be happy to see you. Thank you for watching.